welcome to your October love forecast. I'm happy to be reading for you today. I just have one announcement to make, and that is that if you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. That is my email address, and that is where you can book and confirm your appointment with me. I am currently offering 30-minute tarot readings this month, and if you would like to book an appointment with me, just email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. I will get back to you as soon as possible, within 24 hours, if not sooner. And my Skype readings are Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I also offer a private YouTube reading on YouTube that only you can see. That is also a 30-minute reading. And my rate is $50. PayPal to thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. The other thing I wanted to mention, Aries, is this is a general reading. So for the most accurate readings, I do advise that you get a personal reading. General readings are simply that. They're general. They're not going to apply to everyone. If you feel like you resonate with the reading, that is wonderful, but please do not put all your faith in a general reading. For the most accurate results, please get a personal reading that the tarot reader, myself, or some other tarot reader will be able to tune into your energy specifically and channel messages specifically to you. That being said, let's get on with your love forecast, Aries. How have you guys been doing? Spirit, please show me the messages for Aries for their love forecast for October. October 2015, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. Okay, a couple cards came out, but they did not want to show me their faces. Spirit, please show me the messages for Aries for their love forecast for October. Oh, you guys are just so full of energy this month. And I'm also going to be doing my rune cast today, so just bear with me a moment. Oh, wow, okay. So I did get a couple of runes, one on your crossing card, one on your present situation, one sort of up here by your manifest position, and one on your recent past. And they are all upside down. So I'm not going to go into explaining things, but I don't read the runes that are upside down. It's just my runic tradition, and the original rune casters, the original oracles, the Norse readers, they did not read the upside down runes. They only read the runes that came upright. So I will not be reading any runes today for you, Aries. I'm sure I'm going to get a ton of comments about that. I will also be reading your oracle card at the end of the reading. Get comfortable here. Sometimes this chair isn't supporting my back. Okay. I have the Two of Cups in your present situation crossed by the Fool reversed. What comes below you is the Four of Pentacles. What comes above you is the Five of Swords. In your recent past, you have the King of Pentacles reversed. In your near future, you do have the Eight of Pentacles. How you see yourself is the Knight of Cups reversed. how your significant other sees you is or your environment is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Your hopes and fears are the Four of Wands, and your outcome is the Seven of Swords. So Aries, let's start with your present situation. I do have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups speaks to seeing eye to eye with a significant other. It does speak of chemistry. This is a good love card. There is definitely passion, romance, and chemistry with this person. It is palpable. You look into each other's eyes and you can sense the chemistry, you can sense the closeness. There's a great deal of understanding, and likely that you have found someone who is your equal, Aries. Your crossing card represents what helps or hinders the situation, and therefore it is the challenge. It is what challenges you. So you have the Fool reversed. The Fool upright and the Fool reversed have different meanings. The Fool reversed can talk about a couple things. The outright meaning can be recklessness, restlessness, not a new start. It can talk about not going on a vacation or not going on a trip. And being that it is numbered 0, it can talk about new beginnings or the beginning of something. So as a challenge, the Fool reverse talks about your challenge, Aries, being a new beginning, some kind of new beginning in this relationship or going on a journey together. It's going to be hard to start that, and I'm not sure why yet. I'll have to look at your surrounding cards, to see how it's aspected. But as your crossing card, the Fool reversed does talk about an obstacle to beginning something new. It can talk about the obstacle being some kind of recklessness or restlessness in the relationship. It can also talk about the challenge being not being so weighted down by things and possessions, because the Fool is like a very free-spirited person. He doesn't have much. He just has the sort of the little sack that he carries along with him and his little dog. It can also talk about not looking where you're going. So those are your challenges, Aries. And we'll see how this sort of plays out in the Celtic cross. Of course, these are the two forces that are going to be working together, and they're going to affect all of the cards spinning around the cross here. And then once we get to the cards on the outside of the cross, we're talking about external influences. So the card that comes below you is the Four of Pentacles. So this can talk about saving money or being reserved with your emotions. So this is what's contributing to the situation. And the Four of Pentacles speaks to someone who isn't really coming out right with their emotions. They may be holding on too tightly to their emotions, or saving their emotions for a better opportunity to let them out. But there's a sense of someone who is holding on to something, like a precious possession. They may be holding on to emotions, and they are not really processing them in a very healthy way necessarily. Of course, this can also talk about saving, like saving money or being frugal. Like if you were saving money to go on a trip, but you couldn't save enough money or something. In your manifest position, you do have the Five of Swords. So this is, whereas this card talks about something that's subconscious or the root of the situation, something you're not aware of, this card talks about something you are aware of, Aries, and or you're trying to consciously bring about or manifest. The Five of Swords talks about conflict. It can be arguing, it can be petty debates, petty arguments. It can also be the card where someone deliberately tries to sabotage someone, but in the end, they're the ones who are sabotaging themselves. As in with like an argument where there are no winners. You may feel like you're walking away from an argument as the winner, or the other person may feel like they are walking away from the argument as a winner. But in the end, both people are hurt. This is the card that's in your manifest position, Aries. In your recent past, you have the King of Pentacles reversed. The King of Pentacles talks about an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. They're going to be fairly greedy with money, fairly stingy. They may not also be very grounded or emotionally stable. They may appear to others to be like they are managing affairs very well, but at the end of the day, they, like I said, can be very greedy and materialistic and only care about money. So this is someone in your past, Aries, that that was in your past. I don't know who specifically. The King of Pentacles, like I said, will be an earth sign. He'll probably be a manager or sort of you know, higher up in the ladder there. He's going to be in his 30s or 40s, very well dressed, very concerned with how he looks. I'm trying to think what else I can derive from this card. If not a Virgo, then definitely a Capricorn or Taurus. In your near future, you do have the Eight of Pentacles. So this talks about commitment, working on the relationship. It can talk about repetition, like going over, sort of having a methodical or repetitive type of monotonous feeling to it. But overall, I do see the Eight of Pentacles as talking about work, relationship, working, commitment. This is someone who is definitely working hard at something, and since this is a love reading, this can be talking about working at the relationship or working to make certain aspects of the relationship better. How you see yourself, Aries, I have the Knight of Cups reversed. This can mean a couple things to me. This can mean that you see yourself as an ex. This can mean that you are having trouble grounding yourself emotionally, like you become very overwhelmed emotionally. This can also mean that you're so in love with this person that you can't ever imagine that letting them go. And there's almost a whimsical sort of, you become sort of flaky and whimsical about love, and in terms of pursuing love as this ideal thing, but not really seeing it realistically, or being realistic about love or matters of the heart. So it's going to be important for you to definitely see things realistically and to be grounded in your emotions. This can also speak to someone who is no longer passionate or not really going after passion in a relationship, and so they've kind of like they sort of see themselves as somehow not worthy of love, or somehow not the lover anymore. I'm not sure. But how the other person sees you is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this can speak to someone who has trouble, you know, keeping the house clean or doing things around the house to keep it going. It can also talk about someone who is, you know, is having trouble staying grounded in the material world. They may have trouble financially, or we're also talking about a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus here. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles is also going to be overly materialistic, but she might be overspending, and she might also have trouble keeping up the housework or getting, you know, getting things done. Also, I sometimes get the Queen of Pentacles for someone whose mother isn't doing well. So the other person may see that you're having some troubles or some issues with your mother or mother-in-law. There may be some health issues as well. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. In your hopes and fears, you do have the Four of Wands. I definitely see this as a positive card. This is a hope for celebration, for stability, and for a happy home. So this is in your hopes, and this is something that you are wanting to bring into your life, Aries. So I definitely see that as a hope for a happy, stable home. Sometimes this can mean a wedding or a ceremony or celebration. It talks about gratitude, specifically around the home and being happy in your home, happy in your situation. So that's a wonderful card. Now in your outcome, I do have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can talk about someone leaving a situation behind. It can talk about graduation, like leaving a university after graduation. It can talk about someone who's sneaking around and like wants to cheat. What else? The Seven of Swords is a card of mental deception or using like mind tricks to get their way. So sort of like spying or just being sneaky, like someone who has a lot of thoughts. So the 7 is a spiritual number, and swords talk about thoughts. So you could have like a lot of heavy mental energy at this time, like you're thinking about, on the positive end, you could be planning something in your mind, or like, how do I say this? I'm definitely getting sort of plotting or planning, yeah, definitely some kind of plotting or planning. There's like this eye here, so it's almost like you're sneaking away with these swords as though you don't want to be caught doing that. So there could be some sneaking or someone sort of tiptoeing around a situation, and they're being very careful with what they say and how they say things, and they're very careful of, they're very careful about, how they appear to others, and they could potentially be doing research in the relationship, like trying to find out truths, or I'm just getting like research or investigation. That's what I'm getting, Aries. That is your outcome card. So I am going to move to your oracle card. Spirit, please show me the guiding spiritual message or love message for Aries for the month of October. Excuse me. Pardon me, I just have a dry throat. Spirit, please show me the guiding message, the overall spiritual message for my Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. Okay, the card that I pulled for you, Aries, is air. Can you see that? Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. Okay, I'm going to read you the meaning for this card, and it did come up reversed. Card number 26. Breathing is inhibited and compromised. and thus the sense of being supported by the world, by the air, is not as strong as it could be at this moment. I'm just breathing now. Take a deep breath. There is a difficulty taking in new experiences, a distancing from the source of life, a sense that to keep safe, one must only breathe in a little and release a little. You allow yourself to make no sound when you breathe. The sense of connection with the pulse of the world is limited. It is time to explore the depth of your connection with the world through breathing, through your ability to intake, to voluntarily and purposely set out to take in what you require and desire. Deep and full breathing is something you can teach yourself and train yourself to do. But first, you must allow yourself. If you are intentionally harming your capacity to breathe through smoking or breathing in toxic fumes or pollution, do try to replenish and nourish your lungs. Let smoking go. Let breathing in toxic fumes go. What is your breath contributing to the planet? What is your ability to take in and out giving to you? What are you allowing? And what are you shortchanging yourself on? Interesting message. So, this can really talk about how you engage. How you engage with the present situation. It's this idea of breathing in more deeply, traveling into areas where you have not been before, giving yourself courage and potential and developing your lung capacity. Breathing in pure, nourishing, and exhilarating air, and drinking in life. So something about replenishing some part of yourself, either through breathing, doing breathing exercises, or simply removing yourself from some toxic environment, going somewhere where there is fresh air, where you're not breathing in toxic fumes or feeling like you're not allowed to, feeling like you can't take in deep breaths or let go of some energy. There may need to be, you may need to take a break and go somewhere where you can get more fresh air. Or there may be some issues around your home at this time where the air is actually not pure, or there's some issues with breathing, like allergies or something. So something to just take a look at and definitely correct if that is an issue. So I hope that you're able to go out and get some fresh air, Aries. And thank you for allowing me to do your reading this month. I have enjoyed reading for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. And thank you for your likes and subscribes. Have a wonderful month. Bye-bye.